Everybody, and welcome. This is the Coffee with Jay. I hope you guys are doing great. Absolutely appreciate your engagement on my videos, but also don't forget to press that like button and subscribe if you haven't. Did you guys know that Zari and Shakib broke up 1 month ago, and Shakib even unfollowed Zari on social media? I did not know it, but I came across it and I was like, what? But something sort of made sense because I've been following Zari for a while now, and you'll notice if you followed her too that she's been posting some motivational quotes and some "I'm fine the way I am, I don't need love, I'm self-made, I am already successful, love is nothing, it's just a cherry on top." She's even saying that there's some chimpanzees that have been sending her inboxes that want to get with her and everything, and I was like, Zari, why would you be speaking this way because you have a husband, Shakib? For me to come across a post that actually confirms that Shakib and Zari have broken up, and maybe they'll also be getting a divorce. We don't know. Now, Zari has made it clear that don't update me about nobody and don't update nobody about me. But Zari, unfortunately, you're a celebrity and you don't get to pick and choose who we talk about. As long as you bring your lot to social media, people are going to start talking, honey. Now, to me, this does not come as a surprise because do you remember back a few months back when Shakib trended for being caught or with another lady under a tree, and they seemed cozy and touchy feely with each other? Now Shakib did come out to say that there was nothing happening there, it was an old friend and there's no way he was gonna cheat on Zari. But let me tell you where I also think something might have been wrong with this marriage. Now, not only are those two very many years apart in terms of age, Zari is way older than Shakib. I'm not gonna sit here and give out a lady's age, okay, but she's way older and obviously has 5 kids, right? I think she has 3 boys and twins with Diamond, right? So she has 5 kids, and there was a whole lot of problems at first because there was trouble with her sons and Shakib, and there was the thing with her sons are not going to respect Shakib and yada. And well, Zari obviously followed her heart and consequently got married to Shakib, which is good because if you watched Young, Famous and African, you'd see just what kind of sweetheart Shakib was. I just love a manly man, a man who's able to stand up for his woman and fight for her whenever the need arises. Shakib was always there, macho man fighting for Zari, and I loved it. Absolutely. Yes, it was at that point that some shameless girlies started shamelessly throwing themselves all over Shakib because they could see that, oh my god, this guy is like this. He's showering Zari with gifts, with money. He's able to take care of Zari, even though Zari is already a self-made woman. Girls got jealous and they were like, we want a piece of that, which is exactly what usually happens with most reality stars, unfortunately. Now, this is the problem with social media. When you come out and you brag about your person, your relationship, or whatever that you're doing, people sort of get inspired and they're like, why not me? Why not me? So some girlies were shameless enough to start sending Shakib some DMs, auditioning themselves. Shakib stayed loyal to Zari. But another thing that was a factor in this relationship was distance. Now, we know that Zari has businesses here in South Africa. Her home is here. Her children are here. So she is now based fully here, right? So Shakib was back in Tanzania because that's where his businesses are as well. So which made their whole marriage a long distance marriage. So they would see each other from time to time when Zari would go there or Shakib comes here. That is very dangerous. It was at that point that videos such as Shakib standing with that girl under a tree surfaced and caused a whole lot of media frenzy. I was worried because I knew that if girls see what type of man Shakib is for Zari, they obviously want a piece of it. And how do you keep such a man to yourself? It was unfortunate because that girl that Shakib was standing with is said to have been one of the girls that he used to know from back in the day. But obviously, a girl would say, you are now man. Zari has turned you into a manly man, and I want you back. Right now, someone was standing right there under the tree capturing the whole thing. It was at the time when Zari came out to say, don't trust men. Men will leave you in the desert with no water. Okay, I was worried at that point because I loved this couple. I absolutely did, mainly because I loved how Shakib was with Zari. I don't know, man. Zari seems like one of those women that have it all. So what exactly do you add into her life that would be valuable? Okay, at some point I thought maybe it's just a boy toy or one of those things, but it seems like Shakib was way more than that to Zari. The fact that Shakib was able to stand up to Zari's 3 big sons, okay, that means everything. That means everything, because boys will obviously be overprotective of their mother and they will shield her from whatever's happening, especially with men. But Shakib stood firm and strong and stayed with Zari up until they walked down that aisle. Okay, he fought with Diamond, which is Zari's ex, and made sure that his position is, firm, and that his voice is heard, and that Diamond should stop being touchy-feely with Zari because they have a history. And I saw Diamond shake. I'm not sure about you, but I saw Diamond be like, oh, wow, okay, man, I respect you, and trust me, there is absolutely nothing going on with me and Zari. Now, let me go back to the time when that video surfaced. I was worried because it was really sinister, Shakib. It didn't paint you in a good light. I mean, if you did not want to hold the lady, you should have been standing maybe quite a distance from her, but you were there letting her touch you and everything. So that really that made me take a point from you. But good news is they did not have children between the two of them. And I don't know, when people separate, I always worry for the kids. And since there's no child between Shakib and Zari, maybe it's a good thing. But wait, I just remember something. I remember seeing Shakib in a podcast saying that Zari once had a miscarriage. She was pregnant for him and they lost that baby, which was very sad. Would not wish that on anybody. But the split becomes amicable, becomes bearable. You're able to live with yourself after it. But guys, you cannot be married to someone and live so apart from them. Things are going to happen. That's when Diamond comes down to South Africa and starts touching Zari. And that's when Shakib is standing under trees and is touchy-feely with Tanzanian girls. It's always, always dangerous. Did I believe that their love story was true? Yes. Despite social media speculations about their age and what Zari has and what Shakib does not have, I loved Shakib for Zari. I did, because he was young, but he was still a man. He was still that man who was able to stand next to Zari and still have a presence. Some say Shakib probably got with Zari because of her money. I don't think so, because Shakib does have businesses of his own. He's a boxer. He's a professional boxer. He has multiple businesses. So I don't think it was about money, hey? It really wasn't. If it was truly about money, then Shakib would have come down here in South Africa and lived here, where he would be splashing Zari's money and driving her expensive cars. But no, he stayed in Tanzania to continue working and managing his businesses. Judging from Zari's posts on social media, I would put money on the fact that Shakib did something, because with fame, with all of this recognition that you'll be getting from dating someone like Zari, girls want you. Everybody wants a piece of you. They want to see the type of man that you are, both in and out of bed. Everything that you can provide, be it money, be it the loving that you give, they want a piece of it. Okay, they think, okay, you can get a girl like Zari, who is absolutely gorgeous, by the way. I do feel sorry for Zari because this is not the first time Zari has been married. Remember, the father of her 3 kids also passed away. Then there was Diamond, who was cheating left, right, and center. And well, the father of her kids, here, that was also cheating and was very abusive. And it's quite sad, man. So if you get someone like Shakib, who treats you like an egg, who, you know, holds you nice and soft like the woman that you are, things are a bit different. Things are a bit different if you've been used to bad boys. Such a breath of fresh air to get someone who absolutely adores you. So I'm really sad, really sad. If you guys follow this channel very attentively, you would have seen that I made a video about Shakib's cheating back then, and I wasn't impressed. I was feeling very sad for Zari, and I wish that they could work things out. And at the time, they did manage to make up and sort things out, and Shakib made a video apologizing and explaining what exactly happened. I didn't quite buy the story because Shakib, your body language said a different story. It really did. But well, people do get together and they break up. It's life, it happens. We've got to move on. Maybe sooner rather than later we're gonna see Zari with a new man, and Shakib would have already moved on in Tanzania. But yeah, I wish nothing but the best for both of them. Let me know what you think down in the comment section. Hey, don't forget to like this video, comment, and subscribe if you haven't.
I'm here to tell you that that's not my girlfriend. That's me and that girl, we're not dating. We are not connected in any way. She's just a friend that I know. She's just someone that I know. Yeah, so the video happened in a public place. I was somewhere. I went somewhere with my friends. We met. I met a girl with her friends. Yeah, so I was just saying hello to someone I know. Then she started holding me in an inappropriate way that I wasn't supposed to be held as a married man. So I didn't react on time. I wasn't supposed to do that, but then I didn't think fast. So I made a mistake and entertained that.